Welcome to Birdseeds. As always, thank you so much for listening. So my wife and I went to a concert on Friday. We went to go see Luke Combs. Not a super huge Luke Combs fan. I like his music in general. For pop country, I think it's pretty good. Pop country is not really my thing. But our favorite band, the Avett Brothers, was the open right before Luke Combs. We actually hadn't seen them yet this year, so wanted to go. It was actually our 22nd time seeing them. I know, super fan. And saw them, and another artist named Charles Wesley Godwin opened up. Hadn't seen him live before, like his music a lot, so it was a great opportunity to see him. A couple other opening bands that were decent. And today we're going to talk about my favorite song by the Avett Brothers, or one of my favorite song by the Avett Brothers. I'm going to go through the lyrics because it's just amazing. And the first time I've seen them, they didn't play the song, which was kind of surprising. It's a slow song, and it was kind of an upbeat crowd, so it makes perfect sense. But they normally have kind of forced it in these when he's done these before. Remember, this is a band that does 3 nights on their own and sells out 3 nights without any openers in numerous places across the country. Places like Red Rocks, which we went and saw them at Red Rocks, that Wolf Trap in Virginia. But they do this. So the fact that they're an opening band is kind of bonkers. They normally play like 2.5 hour sets, 3 hour sets. So, for them to do a 30-minute set was kind of interesting. Different experience for sure. At the end of the day, it wasn't really my scene. I'm not upset I went. I'm glad we got tickets early and didn't pay some of the crazy prices these tickets were going for. But it was pretty rowdy. And so definitely realizing in my old age that, the festival scene, the big stadium scene, I don't think it's my thing. I think, definitely if I do something like that, I think I'd rather have a seat. We were in the pit up front. Just lots of, drunken, disorderly stuff. And at the end of the day, another big difference that I noticed, the Avett Brothers, like I said, they'll play 3 nights in a row. They don't play the same set. They probably never played the same set over again. They're going to play their hits or their big songs each one of those 3 nights, but the rest of the songs and the order of them are all different. They usually do close with one particular song called No Hard Feelings, which I'll do another episode on at a different point. So they close with the same song, but again, it's a different set. And I think that's the true artist in them, is that it comes out in a very organic way. It comes out very, like, they're excited. They're still, intrigued by it. Whereas Luke Combs plays the same set every night. You could look up what the set list was going to be. He has one section of the set or one song of the set where the fans get to pick one of the 3 options. So he basically has the same exact set. Maybe one of the songs will be different. And it felt more like a performance than like true art, if that makes sense. And I'm not saying that in any way to knock him. He's a very talented guy, a great songwriter. That's all very, very, very true. But it just sort of felt like a performance of what he's doing. My really good friend Brendan, who I play music with, we just put out our first song, The Middle Years is the name of the group, says that the perfect take in music, so if you're recording, you're playing your guitar part or whatever, the perfect take, let me take that back a step. There is a perfect take. And the take after the perfect take is you covering your own song. So there's a perfect in-the-moment aspect of recording where you're still figuring it out. You're still trying to figure out how you're going to do it, what you're going to do. And there's one magical take where it has the organic, natural feel that's good. Because the next take, you just kind of play it too perfect and it loses all its emotion, all its feel. I believe that a lot. So that's also something I took away from that experience of, again, Luke Combs obviously being a megastar. And same said, it just felt kind of contrived would be the way to say it. Glad I went, had fun. We left early to avoid traffic. That's always nice to be able to do that. FedEx Field or Commanders Field Stadium, whatever they call it these days, worst venue ever. And that's as a Commanders fan or Washington football team fan. This is the worst. It took 2 hours to get there when it should have taken an hour. Just kind of ridiculous. But anyway, I said we were going to look at some song lyrics. So we're going to look at the song Murder in the City by the Avett Brothers. It's probably their most iconic song. It's my favorite song of all time, to be frank. And the band just does such a great job of being introspective and making you think with their lyrics. So I'm going to read these lyrics to you, and we're going to go through them. So, Murder in the City by the Avett Brothers. And this is a Scott Avett song. He usually plays this solo on stage. There have been other iterations, but generally speaking, he plays it solo on stage. If I get murdered in the city, don't go revenging in my name. One person dead from such is plenty. No need to go get locked away. Okay, so don't, thinking about other people and don't do it. When I leave your arms, the things that I think of, no need to get over alarmed, I'm coming home. So now he's saying, like, when I'm dying, I'm thinking about going home. They're a fairly religious band, so he's talking about going to heaven there. I wonder which brother is better, which one our parents love the most. I sure did get in lots of trouble. They seemed to let the other go. So now he's self-reflecting. The Avett Brothers are two brothers, Scott and Seth Avett, and saying, I wonder which one was better. Which one do they love better? I think that's just such a cool introspective line there. A tear fell from my father's eyes. I wondered what my dad would say. He said, I love you and I'm proud of you both in so many different ways. And that's exactly what a dad would say, right? If I get murdered in the city, go read the letter in my desk. Don't bother with all my belongings, but pay attention to the list. So he's giving them instructions. If he gets murdered in the city, go read the letters in the desk. And this is where it just gets unbelievable. And live, you have to hear the song live. Make sure my sister knows I loved her. Make sure my mother knows the same. And always remember, there was nothing worth sharing like the love that let us share our name. Always remember, there was nothing worth sharing like the love that let us share our name. He changes these lyrics up a lot live. Change it to like his kids instead of his sister and mother, et cetera, et cetera. Always remember, there was nothing worth sharing. There is nothing worth sharing. There was nothing. He changes it up a lot. But yeah, so good. So good. I always love that. Always remember, there's nothing worth sharing like the love that let us share our name. Obviously, he's talking about last names, and the fact that you have the same name gives you a special bond, right? Love. Highly encourage you to go track that song down. I would highly encourage you to find a live version of it. They're both, recorded versions, amazing as well. What's crazy is that was on an EP. It wasn't even one of their full album. So anyway, this has been Birdseeds. Thank you so much for listening. Have a wonderful day.